Here are some of my Spanish 3 students working with me to build a piñata. Prior to building the piñata, the students had to research what the purpose of a piñata was, and then they had to design and collaborate together exactly how they wanted to build the piñata and build a supply list so that I didn't have to go back to the store to buy anything after we started. These guys did a wonderful job this year. This was the first year I didn't have to go back to the store. They got their list done correctly and did a wonderful job. And they were excited and happy to be doing it. The students the camera's focused on now are applying the paper mache, and then the students off to the left are actually cutting and preparing ahead of time the tissue paper that is going to go around the piñata to decorate once it's all finished.
¿Sí? ¿Está bien?
Here are some examples of piñatas that students have completed. This one took 3rd place at UNC World Language Day. These piñatas are then donated to the Partners in Education Festival and auctioned off to raise money for the school. This is the piñata that you were watching the students assemble and its completed work.
I want to tell you the story about a familia. This familia, exactly. One day, a chico met a chica, se conocieron, and that chico said to the chica, "I'd like you to be my esposa, la esposa." And she said, "Okay, only if you'll be my esposo." So they became esposa y esposo. And that was fine and dandy. They were husband and wife, esposo, esposa, until one day they had a hijo. They had a son. And that made them padres.
The screen you're looking at is Quizlet Live. This is a game we play in class to help them review their vocabulary words. Quizlet.live is the website the students will go to with their devices, and each time I play the game it gives them this unique code. The students enter their name, and then up on the top right you see it says create the game. So I'll create a game, and then once I click on the button it separates them into teams, and I can shuffle the teams and start a game. The kids take a little bit of time. I give them a little bit of time to figure out who's on their team. There are children and students from 3 different schools in my distance learning program who have been part of this. So you see on Team Rinocerontes that there are students from Dawson and Cassandra are from Akron, and Mackenzie's from Holyoke. And the Tigres have Seth and Priscilla from Akron, and Chase is from Holyoke. And Avetruces, Edgar, is from Julesburg, and Morgan and Tristan are from Holyoke. So the students are from all over the place when they do this. And what's going to happen is they're going to each get a set of vocabulary words. When they get these vocabulary words, they may not have the right answer in their stack of cards. Somebody else on their team may have the right answer. They have to do it. And so The computer screen, the teacher screen, displays the progress. And so you can see as they go along how they go progressing. And if the people on the team are getting it right, they progress towards the end, and the first team to get 12 correct is the winner. But then you see the Avestruces got one wrong, and so they will go back down to 0 and have to start over. But you can see the Tigres Siberianos are winning at this moment. The Tiburones also just got one wrong and will go back down to 0. You see, this is what it looks like for you. So you'll get 4 tiles, you'll have a word, and you'll have to see if you have that match. If you have the match, you click on it, but it could be somebody else in your group that has the match. So let's see, I don't have the match, but Mackenzie had the match. So she clicked on it, and then we look, 300, who has the match? Blake had the match. So then Rabbit, who had it, I had it. And so that's how the game gets played. If anybody gets it wrong, our whole team goes back down to 0. So we'll go back to the screen with our game in progress, and it looks like we have a pretty good race between the Trinanosauриos, the Tigres, and the Rinocerontes, and the Avestruces. Tiburones are struggling. The Rinocerontes just hit a roadblock, and they're going to go back down to 0. And the Trinanosauриos just won. So then you see this button that says continue to stats. So if you click on that, it'll actually show the teacher which words in the game were the ones that they had problems with. And then we can go over that as a class to show them which ones we had problems with, which ones they had problems with, and use this as a review tool and not just a game before we start the next game.
Hola! ¿Estamos todos?
I thought you gotta write down a message.
Oh, those are tests. Crap, I don't want it back.
Oh, sí.
What?
Linda de la familia Casanova.
No, sweetie.
That's a lie. They were like, no, we don't need no more. His part stuff anyway.
Norman Mendoza de los Ríos Ángeles Gutierrez Casanova.
I think it's like
Jerry Dominguez Juárez.
I knew I was gonna get these, but
I
did not understand that part.
Emma.
Ooh, you
How the
got tea!
heck did you do that, Emma?
What? Show me your secrets.
You should not be white.
What did you just say?
You should not be white.
I know.
That
took me a while, so I was like,
At first,
Savannah.
I can live with this.
So,
Alexis.
Porque you know cuando están
Kale.
I'll just go with it's okay.
Naim.
oh my goodness.
Jackie. Jessica.
Is that an 81 or an 89?
How are these ones taking?
Don't ask!
No tienes los acentos.
Oh, I know I was gonna get these ones.
Ella tiene los acentos. ¿No tiene el tuyo?
I want to keep my grade. Wait, what is?
Es 89. Ahí está.
Okay, let's
No hay de qué. Oye, clase.
Okay, what is it?
Ok, clase.
look at him blushing. Look at him blushing.
Kira, what? I thought you were taking a close-up.
Like behind him, of him already. Here, let's go.
Wait, should we retake that? Because Baylor's voice?
Huh? All you can hear is the
So you guys speak up.
And then-
Más fuerte.
But it will.
Como la voz de Baylog.
But what if he comes out here angry? What? Sorry, what was that? I didn't hear you
He's not
actually.
going to.
How do you know?
I don't know.
You tell the future?
Wait, where
I
do
who wins the
we want these to
2016
hit you?
Super
We
Bowl?
do.
So you're gonna
Exactly.
say it again, but Kira's gonna get closer. When you're standing
Work at
here,
natural
when you're standing here, first of all, you
Then
want
work at natural beauty.
you want to film like this, not like this,
What?
because it'll look better. I promise you.
Uh-huh.
So we have to
You
read.
film like this. Have you been filming landscape the whole time, or portrait the whole time?
No, hey, don't. Yeah, me, I didn't
Okay, you want to film like this, it'll look better. It's Danny's birthday today. It's Danny's birthday today. So then you're gonna film like this, and you're gonna be like right here, maybe like right here, so you can see the phone and everything. Okay, and then the microphone has a better chance of picking him up better too. So don't be afraid to get in his face.
I'm punching you up in my face now. She's awkward. She's like so close.
It's okay.
Here, I'll do
That's your extreme close-up.
Wait, so I say, ¿cuál es el mensaje?
Uh-huh. Nice and loud.
No, you can't.
You can edit it out.
Yeah, we can just cut it.
Okay. ¿Cuál es el mensaje?
Al Aquario.
It'd just be all.
Yeah,
Al.
because remember anytime you got and L together, they make al.
Wait, how do I say this?
What's this for?
Me gustaría que Kira me acompañaría al acuario.
You're supposed to say anything
There you
like
go.
Me gustaría
Me gustaría
que
que
Kira
Kira
me
me
acompañara
acompañara.
al acuario. Ajá.
Okay.
Hello.
Hola, ¿puedo hablar con Kira?
No, no está. ¿Puedo tomar un mensaje? ¿Cuál es el mensaje?
Me gustaría que Kira acompañara al acuario.
I got scared at the moment.
¿Aló? Sí, soy Kaylee. ¿Te gustaría ir al parque de diversiones para subirnos al carousel y los atiros chocadores?
Sí, dejarme preguntarle a mi papá. Me gustaría ir al parque de diversiones con mis amigos.
No, porque no tienes boletos.
Yo voy a comprar algodón de azúcar y los.
This winter, students from the Spanish 2 class and the catering class collaborated together to research Central American foods. Spanish 2 students were partnered with a catering student, and they were each assigned a Central American country and had to research a recipe and information about the country. These students researched Cuba. The student on the right is a native of Cuba, and they made merengue from Cuba. They utilized their Chromebooks to work together on the project, even though most of the time they were not in the same classroom. The final 2 days of the project, the students worked together to cook and prepare the foods over a 2-day period using authentic ingredients that were purchased from a local store that provides those type of ingredients from Hispanic markets. These students here were cooking fried plantains. After all the food was prepared, the students plated their food and served the class, and we had a fiesta with the catering class, and everybody tried new foods that they hadn't tried before. It was a wonderful time and a great learning experience that opened everyone's eyes.